Aha, welcome. So we are just waiting for people to jump on. I can see quite a lot of you have already jumped on in the first few seconds of this video, so that's great. What I'd like you to do is open your chat box and type hi, just so I can see who is online and how many of you there are. I'll just give you a couple of seconds to open the chat box before we get started. So I can see Sam Berry saying hello. Hi, Sam. Can't wait to do your wardrobe edit on Friday. Vicky Moore, Marie Blakemore. Wow, excellent. So for those of you that are just jumping on, we'll use this chat box to sort of communicate. I can see everything that everyone's saying, unless it gets super busy, and then I might not be able to see all the messages. But welcome. This is the first time that I've done a webinar, so we've had some real exciting times this last couple of hours, just getting to grips with everything and me upskilling on the technology side of things. So I think I've done quite well just to get this far and to feel as confident as I do about running it. So yeah, welcome to everyone that's joined. I can literally see the numbers going up by the second, which is great. And I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to join because I don't want to sort of launch into everything before we've got everyone online. So thank you for everyone that's joined me tonight. I really appreciate you giving your time up to come on here with me and learn all about style and confidence. So I'm sure there's some of you online that already know about style and confidence. There probably are some of you that are confident already, and there's probably some of you that are at the beginning of your journey. I know I can see Sam's online. I have worked with Sam for over a year now. I've done a wardrobe edit with her. We've done personal shopping, and she has come on a really huge journey. So she's just an example of how you can go from being someone who really feels stuck and doesn't really have a clue, and you won't mind me sharing this, Sam, because I do know Sam, you know, feeling stuck with their style and not really knowing what works, to someone who can pick things out for themselves and feel confident in choosing outfits. So, oh, thank you, Sam. Yeah, you're just a huge success story that I've worked with, so it's a real pleasure to work with you. So yeah, thank you for everyone. I'd love to know if you can type in the chat box what you're normally doing on a Monday night. Because I know for me, Monday night is Monday night football in our house, and my partner likes to watch the match. So Monday nights tends to be work night for me. I don't know if any of you have sacrificed Coronation Street or EastEnders. Drag race and wine. What's a drag race, Vicky? Drag race. Yeah, football, yeah. Yeah, there's always some football on. I mean, I used to think it was just the Premier League, but apparently there's like UEFA League and, you know, all these other football matches that, you know, I don't even know about. So Monday nights are soaps. Oh, Jodie, you're such a soapaholic. Got EastEnders on in the background. Justin, you mean Mr. Tumble? How funny. Okay. So yeah, we've got a really decent amount of people online now, and it is 3 minutes past 8. So we will get started. So if everyone's ready, please type ready in the chat box and we'll get the interaction going. As I'm going through, people, please, please, please let me know if there's anything that you're unsure of or any questions that you want me to answer, because I'm more than happy to go over things. Okay, ready. Ruth, Kashmir, Jones, I can't see you at all. I can't see anybody at all. All I can see is a chat box and my slides and a little picture of myself in the corner. So you don't have to worry about what you're wearing. If you're in your dressing gown or your leopard print PJs, do not worry. All I can see is myself, and all I can hear is myself. I can just see what you're saying in that little box below. So, welcome to 6 steps to growing your style and confidence. So, this webinar, you know, I'm going to be sharing with you some techniques to help you understand and balance your current body shape. So you may not even know your body shape. You may just currently be stabbing in the dark. You might not know the difference between what your horizontal body shape is and your vertical body shape. That might be a completely new phrase to you at the minute. I'm going to help to empower you to start wearing colour. So you might be one of these women that really believes that black slims you, and you know that is just a real misconception in the style world. Black doesn't slim you, unfortunately. It simply outlines your body, so unfortunately it doesn't slim you. So I'm going to be talking about colour as we go along, and I want to provide you with an understanding of how to increase your self-confidence. So it's not something which just happens. And it's not even something which just happens once you wear the right clothes. It has to be a combination of your mindset and the clothes have to be the right style for your style personality and the colour, but we'll cover that as we go along. So hopefully after this webinar, I'll leave you feeling that you've got the tools to move forward, because that's what I want to do. I'm not just one of these who want to tell you, oh, you know, there is an answer and you can go out there and find it for yourself. I like to give people the tools. And, you know, as I've just been referring to Sam will tell you that when I went out to do a wardrobe edit on that first day when I met her, it was a real education. For me, it's not just about going and telling you stuff and, you know, leaving you to your own devices. I went through everything with her and explained in detail why things worked and why things didn't work. I love how Ruth has said that she's actually in a leopard print pajamas. Well, I also know somebody else that's watching this who's in the leopard print pajamas, and there's probably a few more as well. And you know what? If I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be in mine too. So there is no shame in that. So on to the next slide. What I want to help you go from is someone that's fed up, potentially stuck in a rut, wearing the same things over and over again, someone who's lost and confused. You know, I know particularly myself, when I'd had Austin, my first son, which is 7 years ago on Wednesday, I just felt like I didn't know what to wear. I was wearing sort of like skinny jeans and long jumpers, leggings and long jumpers. And I like to think that I've always been interested in fashion, but I had just got stuck in a rut. Jan Morgan raised her hand. Jan, have you got a question for me? If you have, please pop it in the chat box. Becky Candy, I need your advice so much. Well, you know where I am, and luckily for you, I'm just up the road, so always more than happy to help. So you might be someone who's feeling frumpy and self-conscious. Again, after I'd had the boys, I felt very detached from my body, and I didn't feel like my body was the best mannequin to dress. I just felt like it had been a functional thing that had created these two lives, which was amazing, but I just didn't feel connected to clothing and my image. I just didn't feel I had a style at all. I'd got completely lost. So that might be where you are at the minute. And I want to take you to being someone who has clarity. So somebody who knows specifically what their body shape is. So, you know, you can stand and say, I'm a pear shape and I know that these things will suit me. And you can go into a shop and discount a lot of the things that aren't right for you, instead of being blinded and bombarded with 100 different trends as soon as you go into the shop. I want to make sure that you have a good understanding of your body shape, your proportions. I want to give you confidence. You know, I haven't always been this confident. Honestly, you know, as most of you, or maybe not most of you will know, 15 years ago, I was in a really, really low place, and it took all that time for me to build up to where I am now. And yes, I'm getting even more confident as the months go by. And it's only because of doing the things I'm going to share with you today. And I want to give you a real sense of style. I want to help you create your own signature style that you can literally go into your wardrobe and grab and think, that's simple, that's me. You know, I'm in a place now where I look at something and think, yeah, that's absolutely me. In fact, people send me pictures going, that's so you, Joy, because I've developed my style. And if you feel you haven't got it, you can find it, you can create it. Ruth, sometimes I go clothes shopping, can't find anything, and just go to M&S and buy food shopping and come home. Yeah, but that could be, Ruth, that you go in there and you are faced with so much stuff, and maybe you're picking up things that maybe you've seen on a mannequin, or you've seen your friends wear, or you might have seen on M&S website, and they're not right for your body shape. And you know, sometimes you have to accept almost that sometimes the things you like might not be right for you. So we have to find things that we like and still feel like us, that are right for our body shape. So I think the education side of what we're going to go through will be key for you. And Ruth, I'm going to do Ruth's first wardrobe edit tomorrow in Wolverhampton. So we'll be going through all of that tomorrow when I get to you. So don't worry, we will get you there. So you want to have a wardrobe that you love without stress. Some of you might think that's not possible. It really is possible. Whether you're at the start of your journey and you want to learn some new strategies, or whether, you know, you've got a wardrobe that you like, but it just seems all mismatched and, you know, you don't feel there's any congruence throughout it. Today's training is designed to bring you confidence and happiness around what you wear and stop it being a negative thing. So is 2019 the year that you finally start dressing the way you want to? So you might have promised yourself that 2019 is going to be your year, it's going to be different. You might have got to this point in February and realised that going to the gym, losing weight, doesn't work by itself. You know, that is useless if you don't get to the root cause of why you're not allowing yourself to wear the things that you really want to. And, you know, it can be a scary thing developing your style. You know, I never realised before I have kids that the school run is massive. You know, it's quite daunting. If you are self-conscious and you don't feel comfortable in what you're wearing, having to walk across that playground can be a big thing. And it's not that easy for people to go from where they are now to suddenly wearing the things they love, wearing the prints they love, wearing the styles they love, and trying to stand out, because that's a massive jump. But slowly, once you start picking up all these tips and implementing them, it will become you and it will feel much easier. Jodie, I was good on Saturday, picked up a rainbow jumper that wasn't right for my body shape or colour. It was pastel-y, right? Definitely not for you, Jodie. I know, Jodie. And you put it back. But just because you love rainbows doesn't mean you look good in them. That is so true. And that's exactly the same for me. I love pastels. They don't work for me. They're way too cool, and we'll get on to colour in a few minutes. But yes, sometimes we love stuff and it's not right for us. I love maroon and I love mustard, but it doesn't look right on me. So I have to accept that it's not right for me. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there's a load of things that are right for me. So sometimes we just have to go, you know what, I like it, but it's not for me. Like the idiot boys at school, you know, you like them, but they're not for you. Anyway, moving on. So this training is for you if you've decided that you want to stop comparing yourself to other women. So you know what, we've all done it. I've done it. You know, it's very easy to slip into comparing yourself when we live in this constant bombardment of social media and, you know, fitness images and celeb images. You know, I think at times most of us have wished we were a little bit cooler or a little bit more like somebody. Or a little bit braver just to pull something off. You know, sometimes we see things and think, oh, I really want to do it, but I'm not cool enough. Well, you know what? You decide if you're cool enough. And I walk across the school playground, and any of the school mums that are joining us tonight will know that I stick out like a sore thumb. But I've got to a point where I create my own rules and I'm in control of my boundaries. So you are allowed to wear what you want. You don't have to compare yourself anymore. You know, this is for you if you've decided you want to look great in your clothes, regardless of your size or weight, because your size or weight doesn't define you. that is something all by itself. This is about how to look and feel good in your clothes. So, you know, you're not defined by what you see on the scales. You shouldn't, you know, stop yourself from wearing something that screams your style personality because you've not lost X amount of pounds. You know, this training is designed to empower you. So you do need to put that to one side. And that maybe is a separate journey for you, whether you are on some sort of weight loss journey, whether you're a Weight Watchers Slimming World or something like that. Keep doing it if it's what's going to, you know, tick a box for you. But your style and confidence has to come from here, not what it says on the scales. And again, this is for you if you want to start enjoying shopping for clothes again. Because I think when we have children, we just fall out of love with clothing, and you know, we just disconnect from shopping. I think, you know, we get so absorbed with, you know, buying their clothing and, you know, renewing their clothing that we don't buy anything for ourselves. And I think, you know, it's not a crime to put yourself first and to buy clothing for yourself. And, you know, we need to leave our comfort zones, because nothing is achieved or learned in our comfort zones. I would never have developed my style to the point that I have now from continuing to wear the same things I had. They weren't working and they were not making me happy. So something had to change. So what I'd love is for anyone that's watching to type in the comments box, comfort zone, if you feel you're stuck in your comfort zone. So this is for you if you are committed to learning about your body, your shape, what works for you, and if you're committed to changing your mindset. Because honestly, doing this training won't work if you are not committed to changing the way you think. Because it's not just about clothes, it is about your mindset. So we've got quite a few of you saying comfort zones, jeans and hoodie. And again, Vicky Kate, there is nothing wrong with jeans, even jeans and a hoodie. But it might be that you just need to get the right style of jeans for you. It might be that your trainers need to reflect your personality. It might be that you could wear a funky bomber jacket over it or add some accessories. You know, these are all things to consider. And leaving your comfort zone will definitely bring you excitement and happiness. Rachel, comfort zone, phasing out skinny jeans and going for slim or straight. Rachel, have you tried the new Topshop Editor straight leg jeans? They are excellent. So check those out. Ruth, we are going to sort you out with jeans. Do not worry. Even if when we go personal shopping, we just look for jeans. I've done that with one of my VIP Hub members. We just went for jeans and we took 10 pairs in Marks and Spencer's and we smashed it. So don't worry, you are in safe hands with me. Oh yes, Jodie, try the Editors. And M&S have got some nice straight legs out at the minute. I know Next are following suit as well. So this is not for you if you expect a magic wand to be waved and all of a sudden you love yourself and you love your style and you love your body. It doesn't happen by itself. You have to take action, and you have to take action consistently. For anybody that has had a wardrobe edit with me, I can come and put all your outfits together, but if you don't wear them, it won't work. You have to implement these tools. Yes, try the Topshop ones. Comfort zone, always skinny jeans and a top. So Leanne, let's hope that you're going to start trying a few new things after this training. So this isn't for you if you aren't prepared to put the work in on both your image and your mindset. You know, Jodie, who's watching with us today, she is somebody who's learnt loads and loads of tips and she implements them consistently. She considers the knowledge she knows about how to dress her body shape when she is buying an outfit. So you have to be prepared to put the work in. And this is not for you if you're committed to self-loathe or you enjoy bringing yourself down and you're one of these who are always moaning and going on about your weight and you are not determined to reach a place of confidence and self-acceptance. So this is not for you if you enjoy that. If you enjoy the pity party and you're committed to moaning, this is not for you, because what you have to do at the end of this training is wipe the slate clean and say, do you know what? I'm starting from scratch. This is a new me and I'm going to learn everything I can in order to be a completely new me, no matter what. So if you're happy in your comfort zone and you like to make excuses, then this is not for you, I'm afraid. So I'm more than happy if you think, oh God, you know what, this is not for me, I'm going to leave. That's absolutely fine. I will not be offended. So are we ready to get into the nitty gritty? Sit comfortably, grab a drink. You've still got time. It'll be probably about a minute until we go on to the next slide. Sit your headphones in, get your pen and paper, and we are going to start talking in a little bit more depth about the secrets that you need to know in order to start feeling good. So I'm just going to have a little drink. Yeah, my fella's in the room. He's playing FIFA. He's been shunned into the living room. So what I'd love you to do is, if you are ready for me to go ahead, type ready in the chat box. We've got a load of people online, so I'm hoping that you are all ready for me to kick off and for you to start knowing some secrets. So if you're a woman, very much like the ones we covered a little bit earlier, who is fed up, you're feeling down, you're feeling frumpy, you don't know what to wear, you're just down with everything, your weight, your size, you don't know what on earth to do, I want you to think to yourself, why are you here? And I would love you to just think to yourself, write down, if you have got pen and paper, what is your biggest struggle with your style and confidence right now? If you're brave enough and you want to share, pop it in the chat box. It could be that you don't know what colours work for you. It could be that you're stuck in a rut and you constantly wear black. It could be, you know, it could be your weight. It could be your size. And that's something that we can go into. It could be that you just don't know what goes with what. It could be that you go into shops and there's so much stuff you don't know what to choose and you don't know what suits you, so you do a lot of impulse purchases and you're wasting money. It could be that you get really stressed when you go into your wardrobe and you just think, oh my God, I can't see anything, I don't know what to wear, it's just overwhelming. So Marie, your height, 5'1", you haven't got a clue about colours, okay. Colours again, don't know how to dress myself to reflect me, lost a lot of weight, okay. And again, when people lose weight, that can have, you know, just as much impact as when they've gained weight, because you lose weight and you've got a new figure to dress and you're almost stuck in the overweight mentality where you want to cover up your body, and it can be as scary as that realization that you can actually wear the things that you've always wanted to, and where do you go from there? You know, what do I buy? Michaela, clothes to fit my post-baby body, okay. And again, you have to work with your present body. There's no good trying to worry about what to wear when you lose your baby weight. You've got to say, this is where I'm at now. This is the weight I am. What can I wear to flatter me the most? Okay, so I've got Vicky, don't know what suits my body proportion. It seems like shops never have things that suit my shape. Okay. Vicky Moore, do you know your body shape, or is it that you just try lots of stuff on? Claire, lots of impulse buys. So you're probably buying things that you like without then thinking, do I have a certain number of things to go with these items? Do they fit in with my style personality? Will they go with things for work? Will I be able to get a good cost per wear out of these items? So that could be something that we can have a look at. Confidence to continue the good work we started with a wardrobe edit. I get busy and then lazy. Yeah, I know that feeling. You know, we all get busy, and when you've got 2 children, it can be that you just fall down to the bottom of the pile with priorities. But you have to make it a priority. It's like the people that say, I don't have time to go to the gym. Set your alarm early. You have to commit to these things and invest the time. And I'm really sorry if that sounds brutal, but you do. You know, sometimes I make excuses, I haven't got time for the gym, and then I give myself a slap around the face and I say, right, set your alarm for 5:45. Leanne Melville, accepting my shape and size after kids. That is key. That is absolutely key, Leanne. Accepting your shape as it is today. And I know Jodie, who is watching, she has a similar mantra as me. You know, dress for the body you've got, not the body you want. You know, if you're working towards changing your shape or losing weight, that's absolutely fine. But in the present day, you have to dress for the body you are, because otherwise you're just holding yourself back, and you could be spending month after month after month whilst you're losing weight, feeling like absolute crap, just wearing that same old, you know, hoodie and jeans that doesn't make you feel good. And you know what Mary Kondo says, doesn't spark joy, you shouldn't have it in your wardrobe. Let me just have a look at the other comments. So tall and your waist is a lot smaller than your hips, so trousers are a big struggle. Okay. So Vicky, I mean, you know, to me it sounds like you might be a pear shape. Again, it would depend on what sort of jeans you're looking at. It might be that you need to try on various different styles and do a mass haul and order loads, and it may be that you're just going for the wrong style every time. So that would be interesting to look at your body shape. No confidence to buy new trends. Okay, Anne, and again, that would be worth us maybe exploring your confidence and why you are feeling that way. Is it something that you need to work on the inside? Is it a fear that you've got? Is it a fear that you're not enough? Is it a fear that people might laugh at you? Is it that you just don't know what suits you? Is it that you don't know what fits in with your style personality? It could be a number of reasons, but this training is designed to help you start at day one and figure out why you are not able to leave your comfort zone. Maria, I very rarely try on in shops. If I like it on a hanger, I buy it. Oops, yes, oops, because that will probably sit in your wardrobe with the tag on. I always say if you've not worn something within the first 6 weeks of buying it, you'll probably never wear it, because as soon as I buy something I love, I can't wait to get it on. Like the next day it's on, and that's when it really sparks joy. So I want to share this with you before we go any further. In the last year, I mean, I've been doing Style Guide for nearly 5 years in August, but in the last year I have developed a number of style strategies, and some of them I'm going to share with you today. I have invested time and money in developing my own style. I've developed something that feels right for me, and as a result of that I feel more confident. And again, it didn't just happen overnight. I had to literally force my way out of my comfort zone. I had to go on that school run thinking, oh, everyone's going to be looking at me, and what will people be saying, and what if I get judged? But my desire to leave my comfort zone and feel good was so much stronger than the fear of being judged that I did it. So the strategies that I'm going to be sharing are tried and tested. I didn't used to wear things that suited me necessarily, and I blamed my body instead of blaming the clothes, and it was actually the clothes that weren't right for me. So I spend so much less time stressing over what to wear now. I'm a mum of 2 boys, one who's 7 on Wednesday and one who's 4.5. The mornings are chaotic. They're both at school. I don't have time to be stressing over what to wear. I don't have time to be getting things out of my wardrobe and thinking, oh God, you know, oh, I've put it on, it doesn't look right, take it off. Oh, I haven't got the right jeans to go with that top. I really should buy some, but I haven't got any. You know, my mornings are, you know, they're chaotic with the boys, but in terms of getting dressed, it's a pretty calm process. I know everything in my wardrobe works, and I know that what I put together will look balanced. And that's not me being arrogant. Anybody who is online who knows me knows I'm not like that. But what I do know is that what I have in that wardrobe flatters my body shape. I could be wearing things that completely throw my proportions, and I would look completely different. So I feel a lot less stressed about choosing outfits, because I know what works for my body now, and it takes time. You know, if you choose to work with me, it will take time to get it right and to nail it. But it's better to be in the process of nailing it than moaning about it for the next year on, because you can decide today whether you start to implement those strategies. So yeah, I'm so much more comfortable in my own skin because the things that I put on feel like me, and they feel like I can express myself. And ironically, I am exactly the same shape and size as 7 years ago, despite having the boys. And I feel so much more confident now than 7 years ago at the same shape and size and weight. it just shows that wearing things that feel right for you and wearing the right shape of clothing for your body and wearing colours can make you feel completely different. And none of this could have happened until I accepted my perceived flaws. And I want you to think about that. Think about the things that you see as flaws on you. And believe me when I say you can accept them and you can overcome them and you can see them as something else other than flaws. I have got dry skin, I've got stretch marks, I've got scars, you know, I've got the things which people who judge me and look at me would not think I have. And yet I can confidently say, yes, what I wear reflects my style, personality, it works for my body shape, and I feel confident now, more confident than I ever have from implementing these strategies. So moving on from me, why 6 secrets? So there's loads of secrets, there's loads of theory in what works and what doesn't. But I want to give you the foundations today that are going to improve your style and confidence. I want to go right back to basics and teach you these secrets, because there's no point teaching you how to do the stunts if you haven't learned to ride your bike. So let's have a think about something. How would finally feeling confident in your clothing change your life? And I'd like you to type this in the chat box. If you didn't have to worry anymore about things not looking right or, you know, getting it wrong, how would that change your life? And while you're thinking about that and popping your message in the chat box, I'm just going to read these. So Ricky Mills, for me, it's more putting new trends together so I don't feel bored and I'm constantly wearing the same thing. Okay, Ricky, so for me, I'm a bit like that. And I know it goes against this big sort of like eco theme that's running through style and fashion at the minute, where people are trying to wear their clothes more. I do get a really high cost per wear out of my clothing. However, I do like to implement new trends. So what I tend to do is spend less on the high trend items so I can mix and match. And I probably wear it, you know, a really high trend item 10 times and then I might sell it on eBay. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know, spend more on your basics and less on your trend-based items. What do you do when a huge struggle on top of body and confidence, having the budget to move forward with create my style, not respect? Okay, right. Makala, budget-wise, listen, I'm not rich at all. I don't spend a huge amount on clothes at all. I shop at Primark, lots and lots. As you know, if you follow me on Instagram and you see the tags that I put on, I shop in Tesco, FS, H&M. Don't spend a lot of money. I spend a bit more on my basics, but I don't spend a lot of money on clothing. You really don't need to. So yes, okay, I know budget can be a big thing, but just put a little bit to one side every month, and then every 3 months, go and buy a few things. You know, spend £100. This dress that I've got on today, it was £25, and I can probably wear it 5 or 6 different ways. But again, you know, buy stuff on eBay. Budget wise, definitely it's not an issue at all. Okay, right, Ruth, I'm just reading your comment. We're gonna have a right good heart to heart tomorrow. Feel it, so how would it change your life? Because you'd be feeling 100% me unapologetically. And that is amazing, Vicky, unapologetically. That is the point you need to get to in your life. And that is where I am. People can judge you, but you know what? If you are you, and in your heart, you feel like you're being you, and if your dangly earrings are you, and your zebra print dress is you, that is when you have reached success. Because you can truly be yourself. It would help you feel more like you again, less mummy, more Makala. Do you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with being mummy Makala, because I'm mummy Joy. But do you know what? I can dress the way I want and the kids recognize it as their mummy. You don't have to dress like a mummy. Like, there isn't a specific style or uniform for being a mummy. You can just be you. Makala, who is a mummy. So yeah, Helen, shopping Primark. Helen Glossop, one of the most stylish people I have ever met, shops in Primark and looks an absolute babe. Honestly, we'll move on from that because I can say no more. So the number one tool you need is knowledge, and knowledge is power. So these 4 things, as you can see in the squares, these are the things that you need to implement. So without knowledge, you have got no power to begin your journey. When I started on my journey, I didn't even know what I needed to know to get going. And this is where this training is going to be really important for you. If you're just stabbing in the dark and you're just buying any old thing, there's a high possibility that you're going to get it wrong. You're going to make poor choices and you will end up feeling disappointed and deflated. As Ruth said earlier, she goes in M&S and she just sacks it off and she goes home and she does the food shop and she feels fed up. So you need to be following some guidelines. You need to be understanding which styles of clothing suit your body shape. So you can see we've got body shape on the left. You need to know what your body shape is. You need to know whether you are long-bodied or short-bodied, because that will really impact whether or not you should be wearing long tops, short tops, crop trousers, etc. Just realised I've been on here 15 minutes. Wow. If you want me to rush along, please let me know. But I'm really enjoying myself, and I hope you are too. So yes, you need to know your body shape. And you need to start dressing for it. You need to basically get rid of everything in that wardrobe that doesn't fit in with the guidelines for your body shape. You need to understand your colour palette. You need to understand your style personality. And you need to adopt the right mindset. And all of those together will create the most balanced, confident, happy version of you. It truly will. And if you sat there now thinking, oh my God, Jo, I haven't got a style personality. What the hell is a style personality? I am going to help you identify one. Just catching up on the comments here. Love eBay for clothes, new with tags though, because I'm posh. Hey, listen, eBay, amazing. The quality from Primark isn't great, Makala. I do understand what you're saying. However, it might be for you that you might get certain things from Primark and you might get some better basics from somewhere like M&S. You know, but you might get your little trend-based things from Primark, your accessories maybe. I mean, I love Primark accessories. I cannot go wrong with them. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, Ruth, we are on this tomorrow. Do not worry. Yeah, Helen, depends what you buy. Jeans are great. Tesco. Helen is definitely the discount queen. The straight leg jeans from Primark, I've got 5 pairs. Helen will vouch that she's also probably got 5 pairs. She bought another 2 last week, but don't tell her husband. I could stop hiding behind my clothes and let my clothes be more my personality. Exactly. Let the two come together, Jan. Let the two come together. Discount codes online. Yes, and for anyone that hasn't got an M&S Sparks card, I only got one the other month. They are absolutely amazing. You get discounts every single week. Jodie just popped in to do the kids' bedtime, smashing it. Oh, Jodie, bless her. Thank you very much. So on to the next slide. I'm really conscious that I'm really enjoying this, but time's running away. So where do you start? Number one, you need to identify your body shape. So you need to begin by taking your measurements. Now, there is a mathematical formula which I have, which calculates what your body shape is. Now, some of you online may already know what your body shape is. You may have bought a style Bible. You may have got the clothing guide. If you haven't, you must know what your body shape is. And it will be either a pear, an apple, an inverted triangle, an hourglass, or a rectangle. Now, apples are obviously biggest across the middle. Pears have wider hips and thighs. Hourglasses being the most balanced, and so on. What you might not realise is the percentages of body shapes. Now, a lot of women that I meet will say, oh, I'm an hourglass. I've got big boobs and a big bum. What they don't realise is that only 8% of the UK female population is an hourglass. You have to have at least 10 inches between your bust and your waist and your bum to be an hourglass. Most people who think they're an hourglass are actually a rectangle. So the statistics are 20% of women are pear-shaped, 12% are apple-shaped, 46% are rectangles, and 14% are inverted triangle. Now, as we move on a little bit later through the slides, I will tell you exactly how you can get your body shape calculated. So, moving on. I want to give you an idea of how to style your body shape, okay? So a pear shape has got a wider proportion along the bottom, and the next slide will make it even more obvious. But a pear shape has got a bottom-heavy silhouette. So if you imagine the widest part is at the bottom, that means that in order to balance out the top half, they need to be wearing things that do just that, which broaden their top half and create the visual illusion of width at the top. So that could be things like a horizontal stripe, it could be things like a Bardot top, it could be a slogan t-shirt. So there are many, many, many different options for every single body shape, and following these guidelines will simply help to balance out your body shape. So you need to know what your body's proportions are. So as I said, are you long-bodied or short-bodied? For me, I'm short-bodied. I've got very high hips, so I've got a decent leg length, but a very short body. So I have to implement techniques to make my body look longer and my legs look shorter. So as an example, if you've got a short body, you want to be wearing longer tunics or shift dresses or high neck tops to make your body appear longer. Elongate it, okay? So moving on, as you can see, this shape on the right hand side of the slide, that is an hourglass shape, and in reality that shape is literally two triangles on top of each other. So just take a second to look at it. So if you imagine that's an hourglass, it's balanced already. So what we need to do is focus on creating balance. If your body's not balanced already, so a pear's not balanced because it's broader on the bottom, an inverted triangle's not balanced because it's broader on the top, what you have to do is balance it by creating that illusion of width on the opposite proportion. And it's all about recognizing your widest proportion and working on balancing it. So if you try and see it as a geometric shape, what I just want to know is, can you see my mouse moving around, anyone? If you just pop in the chat box, yes or no, just so I could maybe point out a few bits. But if not, it's not a problem. So apply the same geometric principles to your clothing. Okay, so you can see it. So this would be an inverted triangle's top half. So the bust would be the broadest bit, and an inverted triangle would come down to this point here. And a pear, that's the bottom, the hips and the thigh, and they would come up to a smaller proportion there. So they'd need to use techniques to broaden their bust or shoulders, okay? So in my online course, which we'll be chatting about a little bit later on, I will be telling you exactly how to calculate your body shape, okay? And in the course, you'll get the exact formula. So all you would need to do is take your measurements and you'll be able to calculate what your body shape is. But is it just the style of clothes? No. So it's not just the style, it's the colours as well. So before everyone starts saying, oh, I can't wear yellow, I can't wear blue, I can't wear pastels. Okay, pastels are the shade. So it may be that you can't wear pastels because they are a shade, they are a tone of a colour. But everybody can wear every colour, it just depends on the shade and it depends on the tone. So it's just a case of identifying the specific shade that works for you. So for those of you that don't know, we have something called a seasonal colour palette. And each woman is either a spring, summer, autumn or winter. Now, springs and autumns have warm skin and summer and winters have cool skin. And I appreciate that this might be information overload, which is why we're not going into too much depth. But a really simple exercise to identify if you are warm or cool skin toned is to do the gold and silver test. And if you can get your hands on a piece of gold material, put it under your face If it makes your skin look dull and washed out, then you have cool undertones. If the gold makes you look great and it flatters your skin tone and your skin looks brighter and the circles under your eyes look less dark and you have no shadows, then you've got a warm skin tone. And again, my online course will tell you exactly how to calculate which seasonal palette you fall into. And it will even go further than just the seasonal method. You will know exactly which tones of every colour will work for you. So for those of you that are wearing black, it does nothing for you, unfortunately. Black you can wear on the bottom half all day long. Wearing black on the top half will cast shadows under your eyes, under your chin. So if your neck's sagging, you've got a bit of a double chin, it will look worse. The lines that you have anywhere on your face will look worse when you wear black. And if you love dark tones, go for navy as a simple alternative. Sorry. So wearing colours that work for you will accentuate all the great things about your face. It'll make your eyes sparkle. So if you've got really nice jewel-like eyes, they'll sparkle even more. It'll make your hair shine. It'll stop you looking washed out. And it will really complement the warmth or coolness of your skin. Okay, so moving on. So you know your body shape and you know your colours. What's next? How do I create a congruent, defined signature style when I don't feel I have any? So how do you make it work? How do your outfits start to feel like you if you are just stuck? It won't happen by itself. We've already covered that. What you need to do is you need to connect with your true style and identify your style personality. Now, if I could just ask that Steph would be able to copy the link for the style personality questionnaire and pop it in the chat box, that would be great, because I have a simple questionnaire that's designed to help you identify your unique style personality. There are 5 different style personalities, and when we move on to the next slide, you'll be able to see the contrast between the 5, and they are reflected in your style preferences. So everybody will have a natural preference towards specific types of textures, fabrics, prints, patterns. Some of us might like studs, leather, PVC. Some people might like velvet and lace. Some people might like super high heels. Some people might like trainers. Some people might like a preppy collar. Some people might like a slogan t-shirt. Honestly, this is how you will identify the things that you should be wearing that will feel like you. And sometimes the things we love might not always work with our body shape, and that's why we have to work on figuring out things. It's a bit like one of those flow charts where you eliminate something. It might work for your body shape but not for your style personality, so you scrap that. Or it might work for your style personality but not your body shape, so you scrap it. And you will be left with things that work for your body shape and do fit into your style personality. And then you decide what colour you want to wear. Thank you, Steph, so much for popping that in the chat box. So for those of you that want to find out your style personality, you'll be able to click on that after this slideshow, and you'll be able to find out exactly what your style personality is. Now, it may be that you are a hybrid of more than one style personality. So for me, I am trend-based and a little bit creative and a tiny bit dramatic if I go out. So I do like to look a little bit sexy, but never obviously sexy. You know, I don't ever have my chest out. I never really have too much leg out. I never have my midriff out. But I do like to look sexy in some ways. But my main predominant style personality is trend-based. I like to look cool. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't. I like to look edgy. I like the latest trends and I try and implement them. So just pop in the chat box. If you know what your style personality is, pop it in there. Is it dramatic? Is it creative? You know, which of these pictures do you resonate most with? It may be that at certain times of the month, you really want to go for the trends, and sometimes you want to be super girly. You know, that does happen to me, but I always tend to sway towards the trends-based style personality. Creative, I don't feel I fit into any. Okay, Zara, is that Zara Colton? If you just let me know if it is, I'll probably be able to identify it for you as we're going along. So it says 2 participants raised their hands. So if you want to pop anything in there. Right, Zara, okay, I think for you, I think you're quite a natural style personality. You know, you do like the classic looks, I would say. I think you bob in and out of the trends. I think you are someone who likes to try trends, but I think you're a very classy dresser, and I think you go down the natural route. You know, natural does not have to be boring at all. At all. It just means that you're more of a classic. You know, you probably don't want to draw attention with crazy, eye-catching prints. So Sam, natural with a splash of creative. Yeah, definitely. I would say, Sam, you've got your style personality back on. Natural, you like to have the trends more in the summer months, and that can be true. You know, sometimes in the summer, people find that there's more things that appeal to them from their style personality. For example, you know, me in the winter, I like dungarees. You know, I like to wear dungarees with a jumper under and a shirt, but I don't tend to wear them in the summer. So they're more of a creative item. Yeah, Steph, you've got yours bang on. So again, what we do here is we start to think, oh, you know, we just become more mindful of what our style personality is. And we start to develop these ideas that we've got. So in my online course, I will be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to create your own inspirational board and how to decide which icons or celebrities to start to look at and to follow, which will help you put together outfits. And it's all about finding, you know, for example, celebrities or icons which have the same body shape as you and the same color palette as you and the same style personality. Getting ideas together. So Jessica, I'm launching the course tonight. Everybody online will have an opportunity to get it at the discounted price. It will start on the 11th of March. So on the final slide, I'm going to be revealing all, so hang fire. So the last secret that you need to know is discovering the power of your thoughts. So it's your mindset. So not only is your body shape, your color palette, your style personality important, it's the power of your thoughts. So you need to take time to look at your daily thoughts, look at your routines, your behaviors, and realize you are in control of your thoughts. There's nobody else to blame for what you're thinking apart from you. You are in control of them, and they have such a huge impact on the way you speak to yourself. So, you know, if you're telling yourself you're not enough, you're not cool enough, day in, day out, that's what you'll believe. You know, your beliefs are created from thoughts that you tell yourself over and over. And as a result, if you change your thoughts, your beliefs will follow. And I am a living, you know, I'm a living, breathing result of this. I do this every single day, whether it's woo-woo or not, it works for me. I do affirmations every single day. I tell myself I can wear that. I'm cool enough to wear that. And as a result, I believe it. So, you know, you need to stop talking down to yourself. You need to commit to repeating affirmations daily to yourself. And again, in my online course, there is a library of affirmations that you can follow every single day as part of the course. They work. You just have to commit to doing them and invest the time in doing them. So, you know, talk kindly to yourself, form new gap habits. So wherever you have a gap in your day, do affirmations, listen to podcasts, do things which, you know, are really practicing self-care, pegging the washing out, get your headphones in, putting your makeup on, whatever it is, you know, there's no excuse. You can change your mindset because you are in control of your thoughts. So don't lock yourself in what I call the style jail. So does anyone feel like they say to themselves, no, I can't wear that? You know, pop yes in the chat box if you look at something and think, I can't wear that. You know, you are in control and you create your own boundaries. Nobody can tell you what you can or can't wear. You know, my advice aims to create balance throughout your silhouette, to make you look the best you can in your current body. It certainly doesn't mean that I'm saying to people, you can't wear that because you're 40, or leopard print's off limits, or, you know, only people of a certain age can wear trends. You know, you can wear anything you want as long as it's appropriate for the environment that you're in. It's absolutely fine. The key is, as we've said, wearing clothes that feel authentic to you, that fit in with your style personality and look classy and stylish and flat to your shape. You know, you can have a trend-based style personality and still look classy and stylish. So I want you to pop in the chat box, what trend would you love to wear or to try if only you knew how to wear it, how to execute it, and if you believed you were cool enough to wear it. So what would you love to wear but you dare? Okay, so Holly Willoughby's style rules. Okay, so I would say that you're probably most definitely a natural / classic style personality. You know, I think when you ask yourself this question, you can have a realization that nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you wearing something. Steph Lemon, leopard print. So is that something that you are not sure about? Do you feel like it might draw too much attention to you? And I think that is a massive thing. People are so scared of drawing attention because I hear it all the time. Ooh, check you out. What you wearing? Oh God, what you come as? People are scared of what their partners say. People are scared of what their parents will say. You know, people worry so much. And do you know what? What they say is irrelevant. It's what you think of yourself, which is so important because you are living with yourself and you will be until the day you die. You know, it's so important that you start to believe that you can wear anything you want. Zara, leopard print and a biker jacket. I can tell you, Zara, I know you've recently had a baby and, you know, things are settling down, but a leopard print shirt dress, a long maxi one with a biker jacket would look great on you. You know, it doesn't have to be cropped leopard print. It doesn't have to be a short leopard print skirt. It can be anything. You know, just integrating it. Sam Berry, the boiler suit. Oh, let's try loads on. I've got a few in mind for us. We're going personal shopping on Friday, myself and Sam. Yes, yes, yes. Let's try boiler suits on. That's going to be great. I can't wait for that. So these are a few bonus tips. It's really, really important, and we go in depth into how to do your own wardrobe edit in my Style and Confidence course. Make sure your wardrobe reflects your lifestyle. Split your clothes into categories: work, casual wear, holiday clothing, and dinner and party dresses. Make sure that the ratio of what's in your wardrobe reflects the time you spend on each activity. For example, if you work part-time and you look after your children part-time, your wardrobe needs to have a 50-50 split. If it's overflowing with holiday clothes, summer ball dresses, and things you wear once a year, then your wardrobe really isn't serving you well. So what I mean is, if you work 3 days a week and your wardrobe's full of workwear, there's no wonder that on the days that you're not at work, you go to your wardrobe and think, oh my God, I've got nothing to wear. So it has to reflect that ratio. And that is a real useful tool and tip in itself. You know, when you go to your wardrobe tonight or in the morning, look and go, is this ratio reflective of the things I do day to day? Zara, I seem to wear work clothes all the time. But I suppose, you know, were you working full time, Zara, before you just had the baby? You know, if you're working full time, then the ratio should be probably around 80-20. Or you need to make sure that you have things to wear on those 2 days that make you feel happy and that you can't wait to wear. And really, if you work 5 days a week, your workwear should light you up. you know, unless you're wearing a uniform or you're a nurse or you're having to wear a suit, you know, I know you're a teacher, aren't you, Zara? So, you know, teachers can look great. You know, Helen, I'm sure won't mind me saying, she's a teacher and she looks amazing in her workwear outfits. You know, get some skirts that look, you know, look and feel like you, and get some boots that look and feel like you. You don't have to be boring, or you don't have to slip into that humdrum workwear slump where you hate work, so you hate everything you wear. Flip it on its head. So you work from home, Leanne, 90% of the time, and no differentiation between working out with the kids' school run. Right, Leanne, let me tell you this. I work from home probably 3 days a week, and I'm out doing personal shops and wardrobes 2 days a week. But do you know what? When I work from home, I dress like this. Don't let your workwear feel like it has to be slobby or too relaxed or scruffy. I'm not saying that you are, but you don't sound like you enjoy what you wear at home. I would wear this to go out with the kids and I'd just stick some trainers on. So whatever you are doing, even if there's no differentiation, make it feel good, make it feel like you, and make it enjoyable to wear. So, you know, you need to ask yourself some simple questions each time to identify whether the item deserves to stay or be thrown away, sold, or donated. And again, I'll be sharing that in my course. For those of you that have got a Body Shape Style Bible, you can refer to the DIY wardrobe edit section, and you can see there how to decide whether something stays or goes. Cool clothes to walk the dog in. You know, Alison, what do you wear to walk the dog in? Tell me in the chat box. Because if I had a dog, which I probably won't ever get a dog, because I don't really like going outside in the cold and wet, I would make sure I had a really funky dog walking coat that was like in a texture or a print or a pattern that I love. You know, even if it had to be a waterproof one, I'd get one in a funky colour and I'd wear some cool wellies. You know, you have to buy stuff and wear stuff that feels like you. And, you know, you'll notice that I always do this when I say feels like you. It has to spark something inside of you, in your heart, that you go, oh, I just love that. I love, love, love that. So what I want to sort of really, really hammer home today is that today can be the beginning of your journey if you want it to be. And it can be the day that you say, enough's enough. I'm going to wipe the slate clean. I'm going to forget everything I've told myself in the past about what I can and I can't wear. I'm going to be boundaryless. I'm going to be in control. And it's now time to become my own hero and change the way I look and feel forever. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. It won't happen overnight, but it will be a gradual process. But I always say baby steps are still steps forward, no matter whether they're baby steps or giant leaps. The main thing is you're going forward. So there's no more asking permission from other people whether you can wear things. You know, the only person's advice that you need from now on is mine. And that is the truth. I will always be honest and I'll always be tactful. But I will make sure that you're wearing things that tick every box: body shape, style, personality, colour palette. Do they work with your current wardrobe? I will make sure that you feel good in everything you wear moving forward. So I've created a 6-week program that will give you the tools to style yourself confident and have a fresh view on your own image. So it's 6 weeks that will take you from having no idea to standing tall, from feeling fed up and frumpy to feeling fabulous. You know, I'm not saying it will happen overnight, but what I'm saying is it can happen. And it can happen in 6 weeks, week at a time, building yourself more and more confident as we go along. So if that sounds good to you, can you pop good in the chat box while I take a quick sip of this? So I am introducing to you Styling Yourself Confident, the 6-week turnaround. So this is my signature course. As it says in the title, it's a 6-week course, and during those 6 weeks, this is what we cover. So we cover authenticity, personal style, and acceptance. So we start at the beginning and we strip it all away and we identify what your style personality is. We get you to accept exactly who you are as you are. We get you to be yourself and be real, regardless of what other people might think or say. It is the only way to be. It's the only way to get to feeling stylish and confident, is to be authentic and be yourself. Module 2, we identify your body shape and you will learn everything you need to know about how to dress it. You will receive a clothing guide specifically for dressing your body shape. So you will know what to avoid, what to swerve, and what to grab off the shelves as soon as it comes in the shops. Module 3, we will identify your exact seasonal and tonal colour palette. So you'll know if you're a warm spring, you'll know if you're a cool winter, and you will receive a colour palette of colours that are perfect for you. Module 4 is one that will probably be really quite interesting to people, is how to combine items. And I do not make this complicated at all. I make it as simple as possible so that you can go in a shop and say, right, that is one of those items and that's one of those items, and that means they go together. I've made it so simple because I don't believe in these personal stylists that, you know, have written 40 pages on a blog on how to create a capsule wardrobe. It really is not that hard. It's just about knowing the basics. Module 5, we will edit your wardrobe, which is so exciting, to make sure that everything in there fits within your body shape, within your style personality, and within your colour palette. So we will spend a whole week doing that. And again, you can do this in your own time. It doesn't matter if you're a little bit behind with things. It doesn't matter if you go on holiday for a week. You start the course and you do it week by week. It's ideal if you come through it together with everybody else, because you are going to have your own Facebook group where we can chat about things, see how you're getting on, and I'm going to be doing a Q&A every single week in there to see how everyone's doing. Module 6 is stress-free shopping and saving money. I'll be giving you tips on exactly what to do when you go shopping. Stop your impulse buying, make sure that what you're buying is going with things already in your wardrobe, and save you money. Stop you wasting money and make it a more enjoyable experience. That's not all. So for anybody who signs up to this course today, you will receive £214 worth of bonuses. These are just available for the next 48 hours. You'll get a one-to-one style analysis call with me worth £45. You'll get a free body shape style Bible worth £49. So everything you learn in the course and more will be in your body shape style Bible. You will get 6 months free membership in my VIP style hub. So not the basic level, the VIP style hub worth £120. And as I just mentioned, you'll get a weekly Q&A in our private community. So everyone in there will be on this journey together with you. Everybody will be there at the same stage. You'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able to share any concerns, any struggles you've had maybe with one of the modules, and I'll be there to help you. So the course will start on the 11th of March. So it's a couple of weeks away. You've got time between now and then to get everything sorted, to psych yourself up, to wipe that slate clean, and really get ready for the start of your journey. So if you're all in and you want to start your journey and you are fully committed to finally investing in yourself, you have got the opportunity to sign up today at the discounted beta price of £97. Now, this course will never be this price again, but I wanted to share it with the first batch of people to do it because it is the first time I'm running it. It's going to be a whole new learning curve for you guys as well as me. This is my very first online course. This is over 50% saving on the normal course price, which will be going up to £197 after this rollout. So the bonuses, I'll just flick back to those. They are available for the next 48 hours. Now, what I was conscious of is that it is payday on Thursday for a lot of people. So if you want to sign up and you are struggling, then please let me know, because I will help you out if you do want to claim the bonuses, but you're unable to pay until Thursday. Please let me know, and I will arrange that for you. So if anybody has got any questions about the course, please pop it in the chat box. I am going to be around for the next sort of 5-10 minutes. The next part is probably the most important part, which is how you sign up. So Steph, if I could just ask you to pop the link in the chat box, and for anybody that's interested, please copy and paste that link. I will be sharing this webinar, so you can always copy it once I've reshared it, but click the link. You can pay straight away. Once you've paid, you'll be then sent further direction on how to enroll for the course. So nothing will happen straight away after today, but you will be invited to a private Facebook group where you can all start getting to know each other. I will be in there doing an introduction video, and you know, I'm just so excited about this course. I've been working on it for so long, and it's finally here and it's coming to fruition, which is just amazing for me, and I cannot wait to help, you know, every single one of you, wherever you are in the journey. If you are right at the beginning, this is just going to be such a good experience for you, go through things step by step. I will be here holding your hand every step of the way. Leanne, how will the course run? Will it be webinars like this? So the course itself will be on an online platform called Thinkific, where you can go through the modules at your own speed. You can go over them and over them. You'll have lifetime membership to it, so you can go back over it. You could do it again in 6 months. You will always have access to that course. So once you've got your login details, you can log in and you do a module at a time. So you'll do the first week, and then the following week you'll do another one. Jessica, are the modules written or videos? It's a combination of both. So every single module will be a combination. There will be an introduction video where I talk about the topic. So for example, I'll talk about the body shape. I'll go through all the body shapes. I'll give verbal tips on the body shapes. You'll then get a written download of a clothing guide, and you'll get some visuals as well as to which items would flatter those body shapes the most. So it's a real mixture. It's not designed for people who love loads of written content or love loads of video. It's a mixture. You'll have an audio for the affirmations, so you'll be able to play that in your headphones. It's a real mix-up, so there's something for everyone in there. So if nobody has any other questions, I think I'm going to sign off. I've talked for an hour and a half, so it has gone on for a little bit longer than I expected. But I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'd love some feedback. If anyone's got any advice afterwards, if you've enjoyed it, I would love you to let me know. When do you have to decide? Well, obviously the bonuses are available for 48 hours, so you can decide today or tomorrow on that. If you are wanting me to extend it till Thursday, please drop me a private message just so I know. But you'll be able to sign up to it right until the start date. So it's not something you have to decide straight away, Jan. But if you are wanting the bonuses, they are only available for 48 hours. So yes, thanks so much for joining me. I can't believe everybody except for 2 people have stayed on right till the very end. Have a lovely evening, and I'm going to have a drink now and put my feet up. Sorry, Jess, £97, that's right, yes, £97, and this is the only time it will be offered at that price. Rachel, thanks, you've really enjoyed the masterclass, really motivated now. I really hope I have. I hope I've motivated you all. And I will be sharing this, so you can always watch it on the replay if you want another big boost. So thank you so much, good evening, and take care.